Okay, so I'm doing this update from my car instead of the office at home is because I didn't get shit done in the project in the last 2 weeks, really, a week or 2 weeks. It's just part of the deal. I've been too busy at work. I work 50 to 60 hours a week, and it's sometimes demanding, sometimes odd hours. And it was competition weekend for my daughter, who's a competitive dancer. I do props. That's a whole weekend thing, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, running back and forth. Just a lot going on. Renovating my house, so there's always projects to do there. There's just too much. Sometimes I don't really get off of all that until 9, 9:30, 10 at night. And by that time, I'm just too drained to go in the office and try to work on the script at all. So it's just something that happens. And everyone out there who's also doing creative projects on the side, that's just life. One thing I do want to say about that is I actually think, as much as I get frustrated like anyone else when you don't make headway on your project and I feel like I'm running behind schedule, especially with the writing. As much as I get frustrated when life gets too busy and you don't get what you want done, at the same time, I think that's part of the beauty of it in doing art on the side is that nothing against people that are able to go all in on art. And usually it's a younger crowd that's able to do that, and they should. If you don't have kids, you don't have responsibility, you're not deep in debt with a mortgage and everything else, great. You know, live as cheap as possible, eat ramen noodles, get a roommate, and go all in on the thing you want to do, even if doesn't have any ROI on any type of income yet. That's fine, you're young. You can do that up to a certain point, and then you got to transition to something practical. But I've always come more from the other side aspect, whereas like I'm practical to start with, right? So I do care about making money. I do care about setting up my family financially to be successful, for my kids to have opportunities. I'm not willing to sacrifice winning at life in order for me to pursue the thing I actually want to do. It's either a both or nothing kind of thing. The type of people that I hope to reach with this are people that have that same understanding, whereas there's your passion and your art that you want to get out to people, but then at the same time, there's a whole lot of shit going on in the real world and things that you can really impact, and you should be doing both, especially if you have a family. Like me, I've got 4 kids, 2 grown, 2 still at home, and in the teenage years. So I got 2 girls in the preteen and teenage years. So this is kind of all in time of parenting and lifestyle to make sure that I am super active and I am super connected still, and that comes first because that's real life and those are real people, and those real people are going to be real adults one day, and it's all going to trickle down. When you're on your deathbed, you got to think about what you're going to regret most, and obviously I want to do everything that I set out to do in the creative and the artistic realm, but I have a feeling if I raised shit kids that turned into shit adults and had a ton of problems and made some great artistic projects, it wouldn't balance out when I'm on my deathbed. So that's the way I look at it anyway, just to kind of draw this out much longer than I had to. It's just an update saying I didn't get shit done. But that's my 2 cents on the issue. It's great to do both.